everybody to my podcast, yo. I am your gracious host, Jupiter 9. In today's podcast, guys, we got to talk about the BRICS nation, and do I think the BRICS nation will replace the dollar? Well, what I think about this whole thing is that, America has committed many atrocities against other countries, not just other countries, but the people in their own country. You know what I'm saying? Things you do in the dark will come to the light, man. And I say this a lot. I've been trying to tell people about the dollar being devalued about 8 years ago. And people used to look at me like I had 3 heads. Pause. You know what I'm saying? And I used to try to tell people, I read a lot of stuff on the dollar and how it's being devalued. You know what I mean? Purposely, you know what I'm saying? Because they want to go into a digital currency, guys. You know what I'm saying? Will the BRICS currency replace it? I don't know. You know what I mean? Am I worrying about it? No. You know what I'm saying? Because why? Because I am getting myself prepared for the new person that people are going to be running this thing. America is no longer the big dog. I should say. I should say. You know what I'm saying? They're not running this no more, man. I mean, countries who at one point in time financially were strapped are now not in bondage no more with financial obligations to anybody. You know what I'm saying? And Africa is one of those countries, and they're kicking out the French and all that. The French has been depleting Africa for forever. You know what I mean? And it's a beautiful thing to see when the little dog stands up for himself. You know what I mean? And for the African people in Africa and their leaders and whatnot, to stand up and take back what's theirs, I think it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a changing of the guard, people, and you guys got to get prepared. You know what I'm saying? Get prepared. I wouldn't worry about what currency is what. You know what I mean? Just be prepared. Have your, tangible assets that you need to barter and trade with into this whole thing, finally collapse, and finally there will be a new money system that is backed by tangible assets. You know what I mean? Because we all know at this point that the American dollar is not backed by anything. It hasn't been backed by anything for a very long time. I believe in 1971 when Nixon took us off the gold standard. And we've been in debt ever since, man. You know what I'm saying? So, the things America have done to other countries and the people in their country for natural resources, you know what I'm saying? I think this is just a country paying for its karma, man. You always pay for your karma. I tell this to people all the time. You never get away with anything, you know what I'm saying? If you're giving out bad energy or you doing something you're not supposed to be doing, you don't get away with that. You know what I mean? At some point in your life, you won't be on this planet. And a lot of people forget about that part of life. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people out here doing people dirty. You know what I mean? A lot of people out here treating people like crap for no reason. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people out here, disrespecting their lady and their mother and all the women in their family. You know what I'm saying? Like they're nothing. And you never get away with your karma, period. I don't care what you do. If it's negative and you did something towards somebody, you're going to pay for that. You dig what I'm saying? You're going to pay for that. You're going to pay for your karma. America has to pay for the karma that they have done to not just people in America, but people outside of America. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Greed has caused what's happening to America right now. Greed. You know what I mean? Greed. You know what I'm saying? Greed. And, hey, it is what it is, man. Just, my thing is this at the end of the day, it's nothing nobody can do. You know what I mean? With the change in the guard financially, there's nothing nobody can do to try to change this. There's nothing nobody can do. So why even worry about it at the end of the day? That's what I think about it. Why even worry about it? You know what I'm saying? I got enough on my plate in life. You know what I'm saying? Not to add to the worries of what I'm already worrying about. You know what I mean? On a daily basis. I don't want to be worrying about something I don't have no control over. But at the end of the day, all I can do is be prepared. You know what I mean? Be prepared. Make sure I have certain things in place to make sure I'm good to weather the storm on, how long the collapse is going to last. Because there's a collapse coming, guys. Let's not act like we don't know at this point. You got all these social media platforms and everybody's talking about it. A collapse is coming. I've been hearing this collapse is coming for a long time. It's going to come. You know what I'm saying? It's probably not going to come when you think it's going to come. Pause, and more pause, and double pause. But there is a collapse coming. You know what I'm saying? You already see the effects of the collapse right now. You already see it. People's rent is going 3 times, 4 times higher than what it originally was. I bought a big bag of Kit Kats, family size, I think it is, and it cost me $14 with tax and some change. Now, to me, that's a steak. You know what I mean? That's a steak. You know what I'm saying? And things are getting real, man. Things are getting real. Things are getting crazy. The best thing you can do, because there's nothing no one can do about it, you don't want to put fear in. Let this system put fear in you. You know what I'm saying? When I try to tell people that this and that could possibly happen, and you need to prepare yourself, it's not out of fear. It's out of I'm trying to warn you before something real happens and you won't have nothing to do with it. That's just being prepared is my thing. I'm always trying to be prepared for the possibilities of something crazy happening. It's not out of fear though, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, there's nothing nobody can do to curb this. There's nothing nobody can do to change it. It's nothing nobody can do. So why have that type of fear in my body? You know what I'm saying? People don't know the dangers of, putting fear in yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is why the system wants to, keep fear. People don't fear this, people fear that, because it throws you off. You know what I'm saying? Fear can actually cause disease in your body because you're changing up your insides and your molecular structure to have some type of negative effect towards your body. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't, try to worry about, what's going on in the world too much. Just be prepared, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's coming, pause, and that this money system, all money systems fail at some point. Just look at what happened in Venezuela. I think it was Venezuela last year. Their money system collapsed and people had to dig and hunt for specks of gold, not pieces of gold, specks, just to get a haircut, just to get food. At the end of the day, guys, real money is gold and silver, and you can talk that that cryptocurrency is the money and all that, this, that, and the third. At the end of the day, gold and silver is the true money. All that other stuff is just something, currency. It's just something to move along, to pass on to the next person. You know what I mean? So I don't really think about it, but not saying that I'm not aware of it, because I don't really think about it. I don't think about it because I got other things that's really affecting. I'm not saying that the prices of things are not affecting not just me but everybody. You know what I mean? Because they are. The homelessness rate went up crazy. 30-40%. What else, man? The prices of things are going up 40-50%. You know what I'm saying? Rent went up on some places 4 times. Like, things are getting wild, man. It's gonna get to the point, I believe, everybody's gonna come together and say enough is enough. I think that we'll reach that point where people say enough is enough. I had enough of this BS with this system of, paying rent and this, that, and the third, paying for things that at one point in time we hunt for. We used to hunt and grow our own food. You know what I mean? We used to hunt and grow our own food. So, this is what the system wants you to be dependent on them at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But what I don't understand about this whole system and what they do, you would never hear nothing about this whole BRICS thing really too much in the news. You won't really hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? They'll continue to talk about the entertainers and what the entertainers are doing. I think all this stuff that you see on TV and all that, I think it's just mostly distraction, man. You know what I mean? Mostly distraction. To distract you from issues like this. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that I don't think about the BRICS thing, I do make sure I'm staying on top of the information on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get myself prepared as much as possible for the collapse of the dollar. You know what I mean? And the new currency coming in. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that the BRICS currency will be the new currency. I think they want to go digital at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? All the things they've been doing, you know what I'm saying, to put fear in everybody. And, the whole thing that went on the past 2 years, and, everybody was locked in. You know what I mean? I think that was just like a sort of like a test run. You know what I'm saying? See how people would react to the situation that went down for 2 years and everybody's locked in. I think that was just like a test run, yo. Like, word to mother, I think that was a test run to see how we would react. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't get the results they truly wanted out that. They wanted everybody to panic and, just get everything over to them. You know what I'm saying? But then that didn't happen. You know what I mean? People stood up. And at the end of the day, yo, I just think that they will find a way to go digital. They will make something up and something will happen. Another round of what happened a couple years ago is going to happen, and they're going to put so much fear in people that they're going to just want to go without, physical money anymore. But that's been the plan since jump. As you can see, like, everything around you is not only built cheaper, but everything is fading out. Everything tangible is fading out, man. Everything, man. Everything is instant. Nothing is physical anymore. When you get paid from a JOB, direct deposit. So there's no more need for checks. You know what I'm saying? Everything is instant, direct. See, they want you on digital. See, they've been priming people for digital for a long time. This is why they came up with the credit cards. You know what I mean? So they've been priming people for the digital game for a long time. Way before you even thought what they were doing. Way before you figured it out. They want to get people. They've been wanting to get rid of the physical dollar, but they got to weave you off it slowly. And the implement of the credit card. Once the credit card was implemented, then boom, game over. It was game over after that. Once people started accepting credit cards and accepting, the use of credit cards and really killing the money, you know what I'm saying? Once people accepted the credit card like they do today, that was game over, man. You know what I mean? So they've been priming people for digital for a long time. Now we're in the space of virtual reality and AI technology and all this stuff. So it's game over now. The robots at the end of the day are possibly going to take over. It's going to be like the Terminator. You know what I'm saying? Like the movie Terminator. You know, a lot of stuff they put in movies is real, but it's going to be like that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like that. It's going to be like the Terminator movie. You know what I mean? Where the humans were fighting the androids and all that, the robots. Like, they don't make this stuff out of the sky, guys. You think they make this stuff out of the sky? They've been letting us know what type of time they were on, man. Just watch the movies. Watch the throwback black and white movies too. Watch all them joints. They'll give you the answers, what you're looking for, or what you think might happen, or what they're going to give you the answers. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel that, you know, by them giving you the answer, that takes away from their karma. But karma is real, man. America got to pay for what it's done, not only to people in America, but people outside of America. That's why people hate America so much. It's because they go around bullying people, you know. It's like when you're in school, yo. You know, you got the school bully, and he tries to bully everybody in the school. You know what I mean? Same situation here. Like, they try to bully everybody in the school, but then that bully pulled up to the wrong person one day, and he knocked his muffin top off. And then he was no longer the big bad bully no more. Same thing here with America. They've been bullying everybody for the longest, you know what I'm saying? And now that people have stood up for themselves and in a position to take it where you think they can take it, they're going to take it there. You know what I mean? But that's the story here. That's the story here in America. You know what I mean? Is that, you know, the bully is now being bullied. And, you know, bullies don't like when they're being bullied. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them fold. And, you know, America's going to have no choice to adjust. You know what I'm saying? Adjust to the new world. This is the new world. You know what I'm saying? You can't run it forever. Nobody runs it forever. Nobody runs it forever. Systems come and they go and they fall. Systems come and go. Pause. The systems come and go. You know what I'm saying? Currency, that's not, you know, if it's no backing by anything tangible, then, you know, currencies, they come up and they fall. Everything falls. You know what I'm saying? Societies fall. And societies grow, just like with money. Currency. Money isn't currency. Money is actually gold and silver, but currency. There's a lot of currencies that have, you know, reached the mountaintop and then they fell from the mountaintop. It happens all the time. And we're living in a time now in America where, you know, the big bad wolf, the big bad bully, it's its time to fall. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. It's their time, man. You know what I mean? It's Africa's time to rise. You know what I'm saying? All these countries that's down and out, the little countries, and all these countries you call them poor. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of Americans go over these countries looking down on people like they not. You know what I'm saying? Not me personally, but you know who you are. But a lot of people do that. You know what I'm saying? For years, America said Africa was this poor country. They're uncivilized, and this is the image we're getting over here in America, man. You know what I'm saying? The brothers and sisters, like, you know, you see the commercial with the little baby, and she got flies all over herself. Know what I mean? It's just like, you know. But then when people go over there, so it's a whole different story. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different story. They see a whole different world. And they go over there and realize Africa not poor. How can Africa be poor, yo? Like at the end of the day, we all grown now. So, you know, how the hell can Africa be poor with all the minerals and gold and everything comes from Africa, yo? Everything. That's where all the gold and the minerals and the silver and this and that and palladium and all this stuff. This all comes from Africa, people. So how the hell can they be poor? They can be poor by the French coming over and just taking everything. You know what I'm saying? People exploiting them. You know what I mean? That's all countries do. When they go over there, they exploit Africa, take their stuff, and you know what I'm saying? That's how a country can be poor. But now that Africa is free from the financial bondage of being in debt to other countries and nations, now they are free and they can stand together and get back what they're owed. And it's a beautiful day. But Yo, the big bad bully got to fall, people. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, America, we're the bullies, and to some extent, they still kind of are the big bad bully. But at some point, the big bad bully got to fall, people. You don't stay the big bad bully forever. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, that's my take on the whole BRICS thing. Like I said, it's just time for it's the changing of the guard. You know what I mean? Changing the guard of the money system. You know what I'm saying? Changing of the guard. At the end of the day, their whole plan was to get us off the money way before we got to this point. If you think about the beginning of the credit card game, then you'll know that was the whole plan from the jump. See, they plan things 100 years in advance. You know what I'm saying? So they way ahead of us. They're ahead of us by 100 years. You know what I mean? But yo, that's my take. I like to thank everybody for tuning into my podcast episode. Please subscribe to me on YouTube. Please comment to me on YouTube. Please hit my notification button. Please hit that like button if you're on my YouTube page. But yo, that's my take. I am your gracious host, Jupiter 9, and I just want to say peace and love to everybody. Take care. One.